Have you ever wondered what really goes on behind the closed doors of a gigantic food factory? Have you ever stopped to think about each hidden step, each secret kept under lock and key, that transforms simple ingredients into something as irresistible as Nutella? Today, you will discover a universe that very few people have access to. Get ready for a journey that will forever change the way you see this cream that is loved the world over. With each scene you watch, with each detail you reveal, a new mystery will be revealed. How is it possible to transform cocoa, hazelnuts, and sugar into such a velvety, mesmerizing texture? What is the secret technology, precision engineering, and meticulous quality control that ensures that each jar is exactly the same as the other, in any corner of the planet? What few people know, and what almost no one dares to show, is that the industrial process of Nutella goes far beyond what meets the eye. Giant machines, endless production corridors, chemical reactions controlled with surgical precision. Each step was developed with years of research, rigorous testing, and surprising innovations. But not everything is as simple as it seems. You will be taken behind the scenes, where food science meets the art of perfection, where microprocesses invisible to the human eye define the perfect flavor and texture that we love so much. And be careful. Not everything along this path is sweet. There are complex challenges, critical decisions, and hidden details that ensure that your breakfast will never be the same without that generous spoonful of Nutella. Are you ready to see what they never showed you? Because after watching this video, you will never look at a jar of Nutella the same way again. Hold on tight. The production line is about to start rolling, and the secret of Nutella is about to be revealed. During one of the most turbulent periods in world history, World War II, and amid a severe shortage of raw materials such as chocolate, an ingenious idea was born in the heart of Italy. In the early 1940s, Pietro Ferrero, a visionary baker from the Piedmont region, observed the difficulty in maintaining the supply of chocolate for his bakery and decided to innovate. Driven by necessity and creativity, he developed a solution that mixed hazelnuts, abundant in the region, with a small amount of cocoa, thus creating a tasty and affordable sweet paste. This rudimentary invention, the result of difficult times, would be the seed of one of the most beloved products in the world, Nutella. Initially, Pietro Ferrero's creation was a solid sweet, molded into large blocks that could be cut into slices, making it a delicious option to accompany slices of fresh bread. This pioneering product was named Giandujotte, a tribute to a folkloric character who was very popular at Piedmontese carnivals at the time, reinforcing the recipe's deep cultural roots. As the economic context improved and food production technology evolved, new opportunities arose to improve the original recipe. The solid form of Giandujotte gave way to a creamier, easier-to-handle paste called supercrema. This transformation required careful adjustments to the industrial process. More modern techniques for grinding hazelnuts and refining cocoa were introduced, as well as strict control over the homogenization of the mixture to achieve the perfect texture, velvety and uniform. In 1964, after years of continuous improvements to the manufacturing process and formula development, the Ferrero brand decided to rename its product with a name that sounded more international and was easy to pronounce in different languages. Thus, Nutella was officially born. The creation of the name was a strategy designed to accompany the global expansion of the brand, which was beginning to take its first steps outside Italy. The success was overwhelming. 2 years later, in 1966, Nutella crossed the Italian border and landed in France, quickly winning over consumers in several European countries. The production process also needed to adapt to meet the growing international demand, with the implementation of more automated production lines and strict quality control standards that guaranteed the consistency of flavor and texture in each jar sent to the four corners of the continent. Nutella's globalization did not stop there. The first factory outside Europe was established in 1978 in Australia, marking the beginning of a new phase of industrial expansion. With internationally standardized production methods, Ferrero was able to replicate the same flavor that had captivated Italians for decades on different continents. In Brazil, Nutella's history officially began in 1994, the year in which the brand introduced not only its famous hazelnut spread, but also iconic products such as Kinder Ovo. A few years later, in 1997, a manufacturing unit was opened in Poços de Caldas, in the state of Minas Gerais. This factory, equipped with cutting-edge food processing technologies, began producing Nutella not only for the Brazilian market, but also for export to strategic countries such as Germany, Argentina, Russia, the United States, and, ironically, even Italy itself, a true symbol of Brazilian industrial efficiency. The current Nutella formula, as stated by Ferrero, is the result of decades of technological improvement and uses 7 main ingredients: cocoa, milk, hazelnuts, sugar, palm oil, vanilla, and soy lecithin. Each of these components undergoes rigorous selection and industrial treatment processes. Cocoa, for example, is refined until it reaches an almost imperceptible granulometry, guaranteeing an unprecedented flavor and texture experience. The hazelnuts, which remain the heart of the recipe, are carefully roasted to release their unique aroma and flavor before being transformed into a homogeneous paste. Nutella's resounding success is also due to factors that go beyond its irresistible flavor. The brand invested heavily in packaging design, creating reusable glass jars, a true innovation at the time, that served as cups after the product was consumed. These cups were often decorated with geometric patterns or popular children's characters, strengthening the emotional bond with different generations of consumers. In addition, Nutella stood out for its clever and emotionally engaging advertising campaigns, which reinforced the idea of happy moments associated with the consumption of the product. This consistent marketing strategy consolidated Ferrero as a giant in the global food industry, elevating Nutella to the position of undisputed leader in the hazelnut spread segment. This entire journey, from war crisis to consolidation as a global phenomenon, is a true lesson in how the food industry can innovate, adapt to extreme challenges, and create products that not only nourish, but also become cultural icons. What began as an emergency solution in a small Italian bakery has evolved, through increasingly sophisticated industrial processes, into a brand present in millions of homes around the world. Today, Nutella production involves highly refined mixing, emulsification, and automatic packaging techniques under strict temperature, humidity, and microbiological quality control, ensuring that each jar delivered to the end consumer carries not only flavor, but also the history and tradition of decades of innovation in the food sector. Do you know which country leads the world rankings for Nutella consumption? If you guessed France, you're right. It's in France that the passion for this hazelnut spread reaches surprising levels. Each French person consumes, on average, 2.2 kilos of Nutella per year. To get an idea of the scale of this consumption, imagine tons and tons of the product going through production lines and supplying supermarkets, bakeries, and homes all over France. It's a truly gigantic logistical and industrial operation to meet this demand. Nutella, more than just a product, has become a global reference, a true powerhouse in the food sector. Today, the brand has an army of more than 22,000 employees spread across the planet, all committed to maintaining excellence in production, research, and distribution. The result of this effort? An impressive annual revenue of over 800 million euros. Behind these impressive numbers lies an extremely well-oiled industrial machine, made up of 11 specialized factories, strategically located to serve different markets with maximum efficiency. These manufacturing units operate non-stop, producing around 365,000 tons of Nutella every year, using state-of-the-art automation processes that guarantee the standardization and impeccable quality of the product. Each step, from the selection of ingredients to the final packaging, is strictly controlled, following international protocols for food safety and operational excellence. This impressive volume of production is distributed to 75 countries, making Nutella present on shelves around the globe. To get an idea of the cultural impact of Nutella, it even has an official celebration date, World Nutella Day, celebrated every February 5th. On this date, fans from all over the world pay tribute to the famous hazelnut spread, with events, social media campaigns, and, of course, lots of tasting. And it's no wonder. It's estimated that 75 jars of Nutella are sold worldwide every minute, which is equivalent to a production of over 110,000 tons per year. A true feat for the modern food industry. One of the most iconic moments involving Nutella occurred on May 29, 2005, in the city of Gelsenkirchen, Germany, where the largest continental breakfast ever recorded in history was organized, with the participation of 27,854 people. Naturally, Nutella was the star of the event, which ended up being immortalized in the Guinness Book of Records as the largest collective breakfast ever held. However, Nutella's history is not all about glory. Like every major global brand,